for it to. This podcast. Wow. Welcome. This is your Qigong for Inner Power and Peace. Master Maz here from Radio Education Middle East. How's it going? Wow, let's wait for everybody to come in. All right, go ahead and show me the attendees. Munir Name. Looks like we got a good number today. And for you guys up on the YouTube, it's beautiful to see you all. Amazing time and evening we're having today, aren't we? Attendees, por favor. Oh, Amanda, nice to see you. Great, you made it. Hada, Shu Akhbarik. My mommy, Olive, and Tess are present. Whoa, Vina, bringing in the 3 generations. Awesome. Nesma, nice to see you too. Welcome. All right, and for those guys up on Facebook, please comment. We will reply to those comments once this session is done. Same thing with the guys on the YouTube, and it will stay live and recorded even after the session. So this is our Inner Power and Peace. Today's going to be a pretty special one. I'm dedicating these ones for those having a hard time in expressing their true gratitude for the love they receive. It's a tough one. You know, even a movement like this can really teach you something big to how to receive the love yourself. Not that we don't know that love is, not that we haven't felt it before, but sometimes because we're so unfamiliar to receiving it ourselves, be it in our childhood, or be it in some place in the past where we felt hurt and we don't want to receive it again, but we know what it feels like. The problem is that we sometimes shield ourselves from it, that when we do receive it, it almost feels like we're being strapped down to the chair and we're having darts thrown at us, almost like it was a punishment. And that's the amazing thing. You think that receiving love would be such a blessing, a really comfortable feeling. But unfortunately, it's not the case. Not everyone has that. And for those even afraid to let out their voice and really voice out what it is they need and they require, because they felt that being loud was something bad. Being heard was something bad, because maybe that's what they grew up with. Loud voices, and then being told that this is not good. And so when they raise their voice, regardless of what it is they're saying or the context, they think they're bad too and feel like they don't need to do it at all. So this is about expressing and receiving love today. So in the beginning, that emotion in itself should really just melt your muscles down altogether. And we want to make your muscles nice and relaxed so that you can feel the energy coming through you. Qigong is really important in the sense that we need to actually feel the energy coming through. But the key to power, and this is what most people don't know, is relaxation. And when we truly feel like we're relaxing, when we truly feel like there is something going through us, when we truly feel that energy coming through us, the funny thing is there is no resistance. And so by that very essence, relaxation becomes the key. So relaxing the muscles, you guys wonder when you come to our Qigong sessions, why we spend so much time warming up the body, why we spend so much time tensing and then releasing the body. The key is to relax it. You ever felt someone who's really pushed all their effort conscientiously into their muscles, into their body, and then felt an utter relaxation after, like they did a really great job, like that, wow. That's the thing we're looking for. That's that self-gratification. That's also a form of giving self-love. So you felt like you've really given yourself something, but to acknowledge it, to absorb it, to take it in, that's what comes next. And that's what we don't spend enough time doing. We condition ourselves well, but what for? Why do we train? Why do we move? Why do we warm ourselves up and make ourselves feel good? Because in the end, when we're in that state of that good condition of feeling good, we're in the optimal state to change things. We're in the optimal state to move things, be it our emotions, be it other people, be it ourselves. And so that's why we do things. You have to remember that this Qigong practice is a way to enlighten the mind by way of the body. So our goal, even though we're working with the body, is not the body itself, it's the mind. So if you feel good at the end of this result, then that's a benefit. That's a side benefit. That's a perk of having done this program. But it's not the main goal. The main goal is up here, and the main goal is in here. Something really truly inside that only you treasure, that only you cherish. So that's what today's about. So without further ado, let's get things started. Master Maz here again. For those just joining us, we're going to be doing Qigong for inner power and peace. And the theme today is a lot of the love that we fail to accept from others and fail to express to others as well. So let's see if we can actually capsule this in a movement, I wonder. But it really is the intention that comes first. All right. Dun, 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 dun. And here we go. And we're off. All right. First of all, let's go ahead shaking our wrists, shaking our hands. Sean, pleasure to see you. Oh my God, so cool. All right. Moving the wrists, moving the hands. Breathing out as you do. And remember, this is about making yourself soft. There is a prerequisite to actually receiving and both giving love. Softness, suppleness. So make sure that your body is soft. Make sure that your hands are soft, that your feeling is soft. Most importantly, the feeling. So go ahead and make your feeling soft. Make your feeling super soft. And this will be the first one because it's the most sensitive part that we are most aware of, at least when it comes to our brain and our nervous system. Breathe out. Because we sure as hell don't exactly try and touch things like, hey, can I feel this wall? You go ahead and touch it with your hands because this is what you trust when it comes to your sensations, right? And also your feet, because your feet is the first thing to touch the floor as soon as you get up from something. I'm not sure how dexterous you'd be feeling if you kind of touch the wall or touch somebody using your butt here. So try and enjoy the movement. And remember, here first. All right, let's keep it going. Let's move it to the other joints. We've got our elbows next. So go ahead, inhale, and then squeeze the elbows on the way out. Khada, Nesma, Sean, everybody on the Zoom, everybody on the YouTube, you guys, I'm sure are doing awesome. If you're feeling this, let me know. Go ahead, breathing out. 3, 4. Your focus is on the elbows. You're trying to relax the joint. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, how many continents are we spanning right now? Okay, we got a few in the Middle East, up in Europe. Oh, that's so cool. And we got a few over in the stateside. Oh, waking up extra early. Let's go. 4. Keep that focus on your elbow joint, breathing out as you do. 6. Rest your heart here. Make sure that your chest doesn't rise up with too much air. So kind of relax the chest as you breathe out. Make sure you actually feel the chest settle in. 2 more. Last one. Wonderful. The most important part is to realize if you are targeting the heart, or let's say the areas around the heart, front or back, make sure the meridians around this area feel nice, open, and supple. So we're going to head to our shoulders next. Go ahead and sit into the hips and sit into the knees. Make them soft joints in the hips and the knees. And then from here, go ahead for 1, 2, 3. Good job. And you want to imagine like you're rotating your shoulder here, right? So your ball and socket joint is kind of circling in place. And you're getting rid of all that friction, all that resistance. So make sure it's nice and even in the circle that you move. Relaxing the chest. Remember, this is going to cause a lot of change in your circulation as well as your breathing. So as soon as you feel it come up, and you want to settle it down. That's that harmony, that's that balance. So kind of like the earth revolving around itself and at the same time rotating around the sun. So here you are creating an effect just by moving the shoulders. And the centrifugal forces, those kind of harmony forces, is you settling everything else down, even though it's supposed to bring everything back up, meeting in that harmony. Let's go and reverse it the other direction. If you're going forwards, please go backwards. And if you're going backwards, please go forwards. In the beginning, you might feel like, oh, my shoulders are getting heavy. Stay there, hold that tension. Tension is not a bad thing. It's your body telling you. It's like raising a flag. Yeah, you got something there. And you should be able to do this for a very long time. So tension in the beginning is a revealing. So this is both revealing and healing at the same time. This moment as you expose it, the brain recognizes it's there and it sends the stuff that you need to the place you feel. Breathing out. Wonderful. And shaking out. Woo! Let's go ahead and try and bounce the shoulders. So we're giving a little bit of a thud, a little bit of a shake. Breathing out. Exhaling, releasing the chest. So you're also feeling the chest coming up and down. Make sure the shoulders are feeling a gentle bounce. So it's not the elbows. We don't realize until we see ourselves in the mirror or on the screen, right? I've got the best screen here. I can see some of you, and I can also see myself, so I can always check in on myself. So make sure you can actually realize and be conscious of the way you're moving your body. And check if is the right moving more than the left? Is the left moving more than the right? How high, how low? Really try and be very conscientious about the way you're moving. Breathing out each time. So you want to feel more air come out of your chest. And for those undergoing healing at this current movement, this is the perfect balance. Moving as you heal, moving as you introspect, moving as you reflect through all the things you're going through in your life, in your day. So still thought, when you're still and thinking about it, it could result with a lot of things, but sometimes that movement can move the condition inside your body and preset the filters that we have in our mind. If our energy is stagnant and low and feeling kind of heavy, changing the energy may even change our perspective on the very same topic. So movement like this turns a still thought into a moving thought, into an alive thought. It does change the way we see everything. All right, from here, we're moving it down into the chest. Woo, we're getting in a little bit closer. So let's go ahead. Arms up like Tarzan or Jane of the Jungle. Sit into the hips, bend the knees, and then we're gonna flip twice to either side. Bounce it. 1, 2, focus on the chest. Both the front and the back. So you're feeling it in your spine, and you're feeling it right here in the middle of the chest. Sometimes we may feel it in our solar plexus, top of the abdomen, right below our diaphragm. And sometimes we feel it more in our spine. It really depends on each person's condition. Keep moving and feeling. Most important, feel it. Don't think, feel. And keep going. Exhale out each time. Let's do 4 more on either side. 4, 3, 2, last one. And release, shaking out. Well done. We're going to still focus on our chest. We need a little bit more work here. So we're going to do double open with the palms up and double open with the fists down. So go ahead, fists down first. 1, 2, and then palms open. And 4, 2, 4. Keep that focus on your chest, middle back. Exhale out. Yes, feeling dynamic, feeling refreshed. Remember, we are setting our intention to preset the condition that we need to really feel that love, feel that warmth, feel that presence inside. Inspired by our self-reawakening weekend that just happened. You know, sometimes we really need to move the feelings that are inside us. Keep moving and keep feeling. And relax. Good. So we're going to do a little bit of a plate balancing this time. This one's going to be very powerful in opening up our upper body meridians, but we're just going to focus on the upper body today, not so much on the lower body. We're going to incorporate the lower body later on. So go ahead. One leg forward and one leg backward, but I really want you to focus on the arms. And remember, you could do the same movement, but where you focus and your intention is going to change the feeling altogether. So try this out. Mirror me, and I'm also going to face the same direction as you in just a second for those who prefer to face the same direction. Over here. Over top. Now here, go ahead and stop. Feel this line? If it's on your right side, you're also feeling the liver meridian line right here. So hold it there, breathing out. And get the other hand to help you. Exhale, like you're shining over it. So you're kind of like, you know, caressing, softening, warming the feeling. Everything is coming up like, oh my God, when's this gonna finish? All the frustration, all that stuff. Even if you feel some tingles or numbness in your palms, stay right there for just a second. And then go ahead and turn it over. Keep the palms facing up. There it is. Now we're feeling that kidney meridian all the way back here. We're pulling the arms more forward, more forward. That's it. And then keep it going all the way around. Whoa. To the back. Coming under the armpit. And we're back where we started. I'm going to do this one more time in the same direction, then we'll face with you guys. All right, over here. And this is really important. There's 3 points I want you to stop at right here, first one. So coming in and touching on both your lung meridian as well as your heart meridian. So your lung meridian runs right here, shoulder line all the way to your thumb and index. This is going to be your anxiety. This is going to be all the things that you worry aren't happening. I'm not back home yet. I'm not doing this yet. This hasn't happened yet. All of that is right here. And then over top, hold it. And then over to the other side, focus here. Each one is going to feel a little different. Hopefully, if you're sensitive to the feeling, you're going to notice that your reactions, even your facial expressions may change. So one is like, oh, and one is like, oh. And all of that is emotion. So go ahead and try and settle into it. Settle into this body. Really accept any emotion you feel. Just stay there. And then coming over. And here's number 3. Palms is turned over. That's how you're going to feel that kidney all the way in the back. That kidney meridian and even the meridians around your lower back regions, representing a lot of the fear. So you might be worried how long I'm going to stay here. How long am I going to be here for, Master Mas? Stay right there. Breathe it out. You can even place the other hand right in the low back. Give it some support, and right away you'll actually feel the pain feel a little different just by holding it right there. You're going to get very warm, and that's the point. Feel your body up. Fill your body up with that heat, with that energy. On all the way to the back and through. Arms feeling super heavy. I'm going to do it this time, facing the same direction. I'm going to use my other hand, but you don't change hands. You're on the same hand. I'm just facing the same direction as you now. So here we are. Over. And then we are all the way to the back. Now we're feeling our lungs. Lung meridian. We're feeling it all the way to the index and the thumb sometimes. Holding it there. If you want to squeeze this area here to protect the low back, that's probably a good idea. So go ahead and squeeze and breathe out. Whatever you feel, breathe out. All right, so from here, going over top. Here we go, over to the other side. Feel it in the liver meridian. Oh boy, you can still bend that back leg, squeeze the butt to protect the low back, and feel it right here, stretching open the side of your body. Hold it there, whatever it is you feel. Exhale it out. Rest your body. Let the emotion out, whatever it is. And then coming over and right there, really twist the palm. The palm, make it face up, right? Not down. Up. And then twist the palm, opening all these meridians. Back here, back here, back here. Put your hand on your low back to kind of give it that support. Let yourself feel the heat of your low back as you're over here. Woo! Where did we go? Where did we come from? Oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, no, I honestly forgot like where we were. Okay, so let's do that again, same side. We got one more on this side, yeah? So from here, inhale up, opening the lung line, bend the back leg, straighten out the front leg, feel it right through there. Exhale out, exhale out. Good job. And then coming over top. And then right there. If you're feeling a little pinch in your back, go ahead and lighten the load, yeah? So coming up. So don't worry about any pain, especially if it's arduous. Don't go over a 5 out of 10 for this one. Just kind of lean back. But if you feel it's too much, lessen the load and still lean to one side. You'll be able to manage this at least, I think. Go ahead and give yourself a challenge if you think you can do it. And then from here, all the way to the front. Your arm is still facing up. Twist it over. Feel that kidney meridian line opening up. Waist meridian line. All the centers of the fear right here. And then support it. Give it that restful hand. All right. And come on back and through. Whoa. Ay, Shona. Feels so good. Body can get so warm if you're doing it consciously and you're truly feeling everything is inside the body. That's all the mind connecting to your body. Invest in this bank because this is the one bank that will not go away until your last breath. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. We just did one hand. Imagine. Now we're going over to our other side. Whichever side you started with, go to the next one. Now over here, open up. Lung line. Bending the back leg. Feel it. Just to let you know a little bit of theory, our meridian channels, even though our liver's on one side and our stomach's on the other side, the liver meridian is actually symmetric on both sides. All meridians are symmetric on both sides. So you will have the liver meridian as well as the stomach meridian on both the right side and the left side. Stomach is a little bit more in, liver is a little more out, and your lung meridian goes on both sides as well. So open it up, coming over top. Yeah. And by the way, in case you're wondering, then why would we do it on left and right if they're on both sides? Well, one reason is that your left brain is connected to your right side of the body and your right brain is connected to the left side of the body. Right brain is not necessarily all emotion, but has a lot of emotional involvement in actually managing your emotional well-being. So if your left side is feeling a little bit more stuck, stubborn, stiff, etc., that's your right brain. And if the right side is feeling that, that's your left brain. That's why we do the side switching. Breathe out. And go ahead to the front. Palm is still facing up. You guys see that? And then from here, go ahead and feel that. If you want to support the back, go ahead and place the hands right there. Exhale, feel the heat in that low back. Very important. And then round and through to the front. Munira, do you remember how many we did for each side? Was it 4 or 5? Anyway, that was 1. So we still got like at least 3 more. All right, let's keep going. There. Focus. Focus. So even still postures like this is still Qigong. There is a tranquil Qigong and there's a moving Qigong, but it's all Qigong. So right there. Open up the arm a little bit more if you really want to feel it. That lung meridian spreading open and all the feelings that come with that, like, oh boy, oh no, oh, woo, worrying, maybe, whatever it is you're having there, own it, accept it, breathe it out. Over to the other side, keep the palm facing the sky and the ceiling, feel the liver meridian a little bit more now. And you can caress it just like how we were doing before. Good job. Bending that front leg and bring it all the way to the front. And then go ahead and feel, ooh, as you reach out as far as you can, not as far as the person next to you can. And then come on through. Hi, Shuna. Same side, I'm gonna face the same direction as you guys. So I'm switching hands, but you're not. And keep going. Over. Feel it. So notice the arm angle. So you can play with the arm angle a little bit. Bend that back leg. Feel if you're going at a 45, further back behind you, outside of your peripheral vision. Feel that lung line open. And then come over the top. And then to the side as you lean. Remember, like I said, if this is too much of a pinch on your low back, go ahead and lessen the load just by straightening the back leg. But do bend over to one side. And then come over to the front. Your palm is facing up, yes? And then over here, rest and cuddle your low back. Make sure you're really being supportive of yourself here. And then to the back. Yes! Over again. Open it up. Lung line. Heart line. Right all the way to the middle of the chest here. Over top. Lean to one side. Right there. Ay, Shunada. And over to the front. Feel that low back extend. Ay, Shunada. To the back. Woo! Feeling good. All right. Now check your body, please. Go ahead and do a gentle vibration. Feet are flat on the floor, so stuck. Your knees are soft. Your hips are soft. Your low back is soft. Everything inside your body you're feeling is more supple and soft. And remember how we started in the beginning? Looking for that suppleness, looking for that softness, looking for that release, that tension, that relaxation. And all we did was maybe 3, 4, 5 exercises at most, and already our body is feeling a lot more in place, like our mind is inside. That's how it starts. But we still got a little bit more work to do. We got a little bit more struggle to go through, just a little bit. We need our hips a little bit more open than how it is currently, and then we can really get in and really kind of receive that satisfaction. Receive, receive. All right, let's keep that going. Open up with the feet. Oh yeah, we're getting serious now. All right, but this one's actually kind of fun. I hope that you guys are enjoying yourselves at home and you're not embarrassed by doing things if you're on your own, and if with your neighbors and they came over or you're with your relatives, go ahead, have a little bit more fun with this, okay? Playfulness is a really important part of learning, by the way. Your mind is associating more things and more emotions to your learning, so playfulness is really important. So go ahead, rest your hands here on the hips and bend over with the knees out to the front, like so. Oh, leaning forward. Keep those hips nice and bent. And then I want you guys to kind of like move it from side to side. Stay with me. Move it from side to side. Make sure you're feeling that low back. If it's too much in the low back, raise your head a little bit. Yeah, but keep moving a little bit more side to side and lean over slightly. Back is straight. Showing it to you from the side, just like that. Back is straight. Moving from side to side. That's it. Anna, welcome. That's the one. Yes. Good job. Breathing out. Well done. All right, now time for that playfulness. Here we go. So, we move it from side to side. Watch out. Push the hips and tilt the head back. Oh, now move it from side to side. Whoa, that's gonna be really hard on the hips, the knees. So you're not tilting way back like Matrix yet. You're just a little bit of tilt. So you're feeling it right there. Hip joints really flushed out. Keep those knees nice and open. And you're like, I don't know what this represents precisely, but what I'm feeling is my hips. So keep that focus right here. Whoa. Push the hips forward. And just kind of like observe the room a little bit. Observe your neighbors, laugh at them a little bit, let them laugh at you. Take it. It's okay. Own it, you know? And then over to the front again. And then from here, we're gonna make it full circle. Connect them to the front, over to the side, bam, back, and then to the front. We're drawing a little bit of a rectangle with our hips here. Back, so things are getting really hot. Hips are really flushing out. Keep the knees bent at all times, both knees. One may straighten more than the other as you're moving from side to side. But keep them nice and bent and soft. You don't want more pressure on the knees, so keep them nice and soft. Good. And let's switch directions. Push the hip over to the side, back, sit the hips. Hip work is really important. If I was to work one joint for the rest of my life, it would be hips. Most definitely, hip joint. Because it's the thing that connects the rest of us. The rest of us is down here. We often worry about this stuff, and maybe my hands. I would like to still be able to write or type. Yes, maybe my fingers, definitely. So this and this. All right, whoa. Relax, shaking. Woo. Relax the knees, relax the hips. Okay, we got a little bit more work with the knee joints as well. So we're gonna flush out all the way to the bottom. Over here, hands rested on the knees, coming in, circling out. So this is progression number 1. You can stay here, just in a nice circular rotation with the knees. But for those of us who are looking for a little bit more opening and a lot of energy movement, you can go ahead and spread your legs a little bit wider, push the knees in and really come into a nice deep squat. Open it up, and then come up. You're gonna feel everything on this one. Low back, hip joint, knees, ankles, all of it is coming together. Woo! But you can stay up here. You're still moving it, but not to the same degree. But we're not looking to go from a little bit of a walk to a sprint altogether. But if you're feeling confident with your body and you're feeling like your body can do more, then by all means, invite yourself for more. Let's reverse it. Progression number 1, moving the knees in a circular motion towards each other. You will still feel the low back, you will still feel the hips, you will still feel the knees, and you will still feel the ankles. And for those who are inviting themselves for more, go ahead and squat with knees wide, come in with the knees, and then straighten the legs just like so. Go ahead, squat knees wide, come in with the knees, whoa. And if you're hearing a symphony of joint cracks, don't be alarmed. That's a lot of the liquid that's inside your joints, but it doesn't mean your joints are being hurt. It doesn't mean your joints are actually, being damaged or anything like that. This is a very natural movement. A synovial fluid joint should be able to rotate like this. They were built to be. So try just within your range and ability. Time to get things going. Wow, okay. So first off, we're going to start off with a little bit of an Il-Chi Qigong movement. And then we're going to do a little bit of walking meditation as we learn to receive this feeling that we're talking about. So the Il-Chi Qigong is a really beautiful form produced by the founder himself of the Brain Education Program, Il-Chi Li. So this one is about harmony. And it's not just a harmony that is of heaven, earth, and human, but it's a harmony of all 3 bodies. Inside here, human is represented in the heart, earth in the body, but heaven is in the mind. So this is an internal harmony as well. And so you're almost creating a civilization, a culture that is connected with the earth, with itself, with heaven, but at the same time, a culture that is connected very much and in line with itself, mind, heart, and body. So that's why it's presented in 3s to symbolize all of that. So let's go ahead and move with a little bit of meaning, with a little bit of philosophy as we move. That's the whole point. So let's try that. Il-Chi Qigong. First up, 3 breaths. So find yourself a spot where you have about this much room. We're going to be moving from side to side. So take like a nice little step either side. Make sure you have about this much room. If you bump into the person next to you, just say nice bumping into you and keep going. All right, so here we go. Inhale. You can have your feet together for this first one. But remember, the intention is to receive, to almost land into this harmony. With every breath, heaven sits inside you. And with every second breath, earth becomes you. And with your third breath, human is still inside you. And this human isn't representative of just you as the human, but every human. This is not just human, this is humanity. All inside you. Ready? Okay. So from here, go ahead and open up the feet. And let's start our Qigong form. So start to one side. Represent the harmony and the placement that are all in one place. Heaven, or mind, earth, or body and heart, or human. There it is. In 3s, noticing that you're almost circling around a pond, drawing your place in time, in space, all 3 of them together. From here, let's go, keep going. Bring your one foot behind the other, resting like so. And press to one side, the other hand facing up. Go ahead and create a harmony. Draw your civilization. This is where you begin to draw what kind of harmony do you want your heart, mind, and body to have? What kind of roles do they each lead? This is where you begin to contemplate that very function in your movement. You have more time to do this because we're doing it to each side. Press. Heaven. earth, human. You have to understand that heaven's mind, heaven's love is so big, so big. Was that easy? Pretty easy, right? So let's keep going. We're going to do a modified form so that we can have a little more fun. Come forward and press. And then from here, going up and down like the mermaid swimming to the shore or back into the ocean. Remember to set the intention here. You could start with earth this time. Go up to your heart with human. And go to your mind with heaven. Coming back into place. And from here, go ahead to the other side. Let's begin our mermaid swimming to the shore or from it. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead, again, just like the last one. Earth. Human. Heaven. And return. Wow. Let's go ahead and practice those and repeat through them a few times. We need more time to contemplate, and then we're going to add a little bit. Sí, está bien. Take a breather and focus on yourself. We're going to modify this last part. Ready? Okay. Feet together. Center yourself, align yourself. Remember, this is about that harmony to receive, and you need to be in a condition to receive. So be sincere. And one way to be sincere in your body is to straighten the body, proud, tall. So when you come up, imagine like there's a string pulling through the very center of your body, making you tall, like you just grew an inch, pulling up through the spine, like so. But keep your feet nice and flat on the floor, so you're stern and grounded. You know, you're not elevated and floaty. Your feet are very firmly planted on the floor, but your mind reaches all the way to the heaven, all the way up, and your heart's expanding in between, connecting them both. Ready? Begin. As we inhale, exhale. And so this very movement becomes about harnessing and as well as capturing that dragon, that Chun, that heavenly mind, and bringing it all the way through. So heaven becomes love as well as earth all at once. Here. Capture it. Think of all the times where you felt like you could be bestowed with something so grand, so big. Give it to yourself here and now. Think of all the times where you could have used that connection, that alignment, where you're not alone, where you're aligned to something bigger, older, braver than even you thought possible, deep inside yourself. So from here, let's begin. Go ahead and open up and draw your roles, your functions. What would you have your mind do? What would you have your heart do? What would you have your body do for you? Because they're all there for you. Even heaven is there for you. Use heaven. Very odd term to use heaven, but that's exactly what it's there for you. And then from here, over to the other side. Harness the harmony in each one. Contemplate. Each one is placed inside you. There. Good. Coming over to the other side, mirroring. Swing between each palm, striking out. And lastly, good job. From here, get back into center. Let's go in for our mermaid. We don't usually do the mermaid in Ilchi Qigong form, just FYI. But I version, slightly modified and feels beautiful. So make yourself feel beautiful. So go ahead. Swim to your shore. And this shore could be some place, some time, some beautiful memory. Find it deep inside yourself. Use heaven, earth, and your heart to do that. Whether it's inside your body, whether it's inside your heart, whether it's inside your mind. And then from here, return. Let's go over to the other side. Bending one leg, straightening the back leg, and into the mermaid. So when you're swimming, you really feel like you're swimming. Hands are floating like they're in this deep and soft medium. They're not moving like they're moving through air. And then from here, pulling in. Is it inside your body? Is it inside your heart? Receive it. Make room for it. And is it inside your mind? Return. Good. So from here, let's go ahead and bring our feet a little bit closer together. Breathing into our body here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So some of us may be feeling a little bit of a sensation, like it's a bit of an energy ball moving in and out of us, bigger than our own sphere here. That's the body itself, like it's almost outside of the body. And let's go on, feet together. When you inhale, bring it all the way to the sides, up, open the heart, receive through the conception vessel. And bestow, giving everything. Inhale to the sides. And bestow, giving everything. There is another set of Qigong forms called the 12 Ilchi Qigong forms. But these forms each teach us a little bit of a lesson. So we're going to do one, maybe two of those forms right now. They're short and simple, but they each have a little bit of a lesson behind them. The first one is giving all your love. When you give all your love, you know what it means to give all your love? Is to give your love endlessly in full devotion without condition. You don't even know who for. You don't even know what for. It doesn't really matter. But the very practice of giving love, irregardless of who's watching, irregardless of who's listening, you showing that devotion clears you in order to be able to receive love. In the very same way that you give it devotedly, without it being requited, with the unrequited love, that's a true and unconditional one. Let's try it together. So with that mind, give everything. Everything. Leave nothing behind. Here. So from here, pull through the spine of your body like everything is coming out through. And as you inhale, carry up. Does it feel good? Does it touch something inside of you? Because if it has no meaning to you, then, well, we need to find something else to do, don't we? Or we need to dig a little bit deeper. All right, one more. This one is actually really simple, but it's also kind of fun. This one's called Hug Someone You Love. And this person can be someone next to you, like, oh, I'll go ahead and hug them. But if you're not with anyone particularly right now, make sure that the person you embody is you. So go ahead, do it with me now. We're going to move from side to side. It's going to be similar to our Ilchi Qigong form, but the hand gesture is a little different. Have a little fun with it, all right? So, you ready? You can move a little bit to one side. So I'm going to come over to this side a little bit, and then I'm going to move to one side, and then I'm going to move myself back. And then we're going to practice together. So we're always heading in one direction, and then heading in the other direction. All right. Let's begin. First of all, bring your foot behind you, like so. And we're practicing like so. Good. That's the posture for hugging someone you love, or hug someone you love. And then you step out again, and then bring the foot back behind you again. And you're also curling towards the back foot, remember? And there it is, like that embrace. So you're really stretching yourself out for it. You're really working for this love, for this hug. You're really asking for it. But I want you to learn to ask. There. Now let's really get into it. Going back the way we came. You know, sometimes receiving love is as easy as just opening your hands and allowing it to happen. But when we try to receive love ourselves, we actually have to work through a barrier that says, no. So I want you to find that barrier inside you. Go through it. Punch a hole through it. There. If you were right here, right beside yourself, how much would you reach? How much would you wrap? How much would you open? Make the amount that you cover be the amount that you want to cover yourself with love. And release. Receive. Really receive this love. Step again. And when you come back, hug someone you love. And really embody and embrace them. As much as you may be suffering here, it's only temporary suffering. That's only temporary resistance. At the end of having done the act, that warm feeling of having reached, of having landed, of having arrived is exactly the point. Feel it all the way through you, even if it's small and it's very slight. It's so subtle. There's no life without love. No life without love. Everyone has love, and you have to know that you have it too. So when you come in, find every little cell inside you. Squeeze all the love out of it. Pour all the love right here, back to you. So this isn't about extracting love and then putting it back in. This is about realizing the love that's inside you. Realize the love that you keep receiving. So you almost need to wake up your body. Wake up your mind. By how far we stretch until we realize there's no need to stretch at all. We're the entire thing. Hug someone you love. Hug someone you love. Receive everything. And then back. Hug someone you love. Let's do that one more time, one more round. Yeah. If anything, your body is getting a super great time just by doing this movement. So make it more than just about your body. Make it about your heart. How much are you cleansing? How much are you clearing? How much are you opening? And don't just stop at the heart. Make it about your mind. How much of your mind is truly in the way? We need to give our mind a hug and tell it it's okay. No need to be afraid. So even in this practice, you could step out of the tough place, step out of the difficult position, but that's exactly the point. You may feel it's difficult, you may think it's difficult, but it's not difficult for long. If you stayed there and you settled, you'll find that even your relation with pain changes. Your relation with discomfort changes, the nature of it changes, and you begin to change yourself. Rather than having to look for the discomfort or, I don't want to do this, I might. You begin to think, I'd like to do this even though I might. And so that little shift, that little step, that little paradigm shift makes everything very different as to how you receive or accept the love. So often the times we just need to get some things out of the way. And sometimes we need to get ourselves out of the way. And sometimes we need to put ourselves in the way. Like there's a waterfall, come underneath it and just take it in. There's many ways in which you can receive, right? But you have to find the one that's good for you. And that's the beautiful thing about Qigong. As infinite as the ways in which you can move, as infinite as the ways in which you can receive love, as infinite as the ways in which your mind can shift, as infinite as the ways in which you can shift not only your body, but your heart as well as your mind. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one's about how we can really accept and receive the love by moving different things inside us. Body, mind, as well as heart. All right. Hope you guys felt something. Share with me in the comments if you'd like to. You can watch it again over the YouTube and then go ahead and comment there. Share the YouTube. We'll send you guys a link after the session's done. You can forward it to anyone who you feel would benefit from this program. And I hope that you enjoyed my time as well as your time with me today. All right, guys. Thank you. This has been Master Maz from Bridge Education Middle East. Out, and I'll see you next time. 감사합니다.